What's up, traders? John Hall here. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm actually going to be helping out someone on my YouTube channel, and that's what this video is all about. I just saw I actually put up a video today, this like literally half an hour ago, and I got someone that basically put a comment on there, and I want to help them out. Basically, the title of this video: do not place trade based on this video right now because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss, and all trading involves risk, so make sure you do that, okay? If you're interested in learning about getting some free education and free trading courses and so on and so forth, then first link in the description. Great, go check that out right now. So, first thing I want to do is I want to show you this basically this comment here that I got on this video here. And as you can see here, I was talking here. This is Arif, my man. This is actually for you, and obviously anyone else is watching as well too. If I actually look here, yeah, we see here, Riff. So I just closed my short positions on AUD USD after watching this video. A 30% loss, but I believe in you, John, so let it be. It's a small account anyways. It doesn't matter if it's a small account or big account. That doesn't matter. I want to teach you some things here, okay? I said, why were you short? When did you enter? Sorry, I entered on the AUD CAD, all right? AUD CAD last Thursday, and I'm an idiot, all right? So cool. Need to finish watching your $7 class module. But the internet in my area is very bad and I'm tight squeezed and need to gain some profit to feed my 2 children. All right, so here's a few things that I want to teach you here, Riff, okay? Firstly is that if you need to make money right now, you need to stop trading. All right, you need to go get a job, because if the more you put pressure on your trading, the worse it's going to be. It's an opposite of thing. The less you can sit back, relax, and allow things to naturally happen in the markets, the more money you're going to make, okay? It's just the way it goes. But the more you have to force things, the more you have to make an income from it. It's like you don't make an income. So it's a double-edged sword there. So that's the first thing I want to say about feeding your 2 children. Mate, go get a job. Go get a job and take this slow. Take this day by day by day by day. You know, Riff, if you haven't got access to my 30-day free trial, to my coaching program, the Inner Circle program, my strategies, mate, go check that out. I know that's going to help you out as well too. So AUD or CAD, all right. So Riff, I want to teach you something here, Riff. That I want to bring this in here. So AUD CAD, and I just want to bring this up here. So, all right, so let's bring this up here. AUD/CAD. So the Australian Canadian dollar, and I want to teach you something here, Riff. That I want to be able to teach you something and show you what to look out for. And you said you got out of and you got into it last Thursday, all right. So last Thursday. So basically, last Thursday was this day here, or maybe this day here. All right, Arif. So one thing I want to teach you here, Arif, and anyone else is watching this video here, yeah, I just want to be able to share with you something here. Let me just bring up, you know what? Let me bring up I want to bring up just more of a blank chart here. So let me just remove this here. I'm just going to remove all the moving averages apart from one. You know, I'm just going to remove them all here. All right, Arif, and the thing is, I want you to focus is this. When you're looking at the market, Riff, I can see you probably entered on this day here, either the 10th or last Thursday, or this one here, and obviously the market's obviously exploded up and you're down 30% on your account. That's actually not a good thing, Riff. Okay, so the first thing I want to teach you here is this: whenever you're getting into a trade position, whenever you're getting in a position, it's not about you guessing or what you're hoping is going to happen. Okay, it's not about that one trade. This is what people get so wrong. It's not about getting this one trade. It's like you got to have your risk minimum. Now I know myself. I take around about a 10% risk, roughly around that, 10% risk on a bad trade, roughly 10% risk on a bad trade every time I take a trade. But I know I'm going to be right about 90% of the time, high 80s, low 90% of the time. All right, so it's not about taking that one trade. That one trade is not going to make you successful. It's not about making money that one trade. All right. So first thing I want to say, you got to have a trading plan. The reason why you get in, you don't just get into something because you think it's a good trade. You got to have a proven plan of like what type of entry, what type of setup are you looking for, what type of entry bar are you looking for. All those different things, right? That's what's going to make you. That's going to make you successful. The next thing I want to say is that when you're looking at the markets here, you can see the markets being stepping down here on this daily chart here. And you can see this market here. But the one thing you want to notice here, Riff, is that you want to, the idea of what actually happened here on the market is actually good here, where the market was going sideways and we were stepping down. But what you want to do, at least, Riff, and this is one thing that I want to teach you here, is you can see that this low point here, right? This low point here was definitely a major support level. what I do is that I like to look for this setup here, but I would want to see a nice break from this here. And after this market's gone sideways, if we get a nice down bar from there, that's what I'm starting to look at it, right? Because now it's broken out with a good size breakout bar. That's what I'm personally looking for, because now it's telling me we're now getting ready to break down, right? You don't get in, you don't want to get into a trade based on, your hope it's going to break down, okay? Now, the next thing I do say, Arif, is that if you are in the markets and you are looking to get into the markets, is that there is simple things that you can start to look at to say, okay, this is now turning around, and it's now turning around against me. And you said you got out this morning after this market shot up through here. If you were trading the AUD CAD, and we're looking at, say, an hourly chart or even a 4-hourly chart, right? A 4-hourly chart, and you started to see this happening. So let me just go to even the 2-hourly chart here. Right, if you started seeing this happening, Arif, all right, and I want to teach you something here, all right? So this is so important. When you're in a trade, and the market is showing you it's going against you, and the charts are showing it's completely turning around, then that's when you need to get out. Let me show you 2 things here on this chart, Arif, that I want you to apply next time you see this. You can see here, right? You see this support level through here? Notice how it broke down through here? And then notice it broke down and then went straight back up again, right? And then actually started finding support here and then continue back up. This here, if shows me that if I was in a trade and I saw this happening, this is telling me that this here is a false breakout and we're now getting ready to go to the high side. If we find support, and we break down, and if I do enter on this breakout, then suddenly it turns around, I need to get out as quickly as possible, because this is now likely to be a false breakout. And that false breakout I know that I feel like I'm screaming into the microphone and stuff like that, Arif, but I'm trying to really help you. I mean, I'm trying to say this is the things we need to focus on here, right? This false breakout should be the key to say, all right, this is now definitely this is a false breakout. Now we're likely to rally back to the high side. Once you get this sort of action happening, then you should be out through here somewhere, right? Now, if you weren't out through there, you can see this. If you weren't out through there, and you could definitely see there's this resistance here. As this resistance was broken, and now we're getting this major high point through here, we're definitely starting to build some strength. You shouldn't have waited for this move up through here. You would at latest been out through here somewhere, because it's now going strength, right? It's now building strength. The only reason why you wouldn't get out through here is because, one, you're hoping it's... trust me, I've been there, Riff, okay? I've been there so many times, and it happens to me from time to time as well, too. I'll sit there and I hope, and I knew I should have just been out long before that, right? I was hoping for this. But whenever you get a sideways channel and you get a market that does this, where it breaks down and breaks back up, not only is that a false breakout, but we're now likely to move back to the high side. So this is where you should have been out through here. Just by reading this market... It's like it broke down past this support level. Now it's back above that. That tells me this whole area through here is a false breakout. When a false breakout happens and we get back into this level here, 2 things are likely to happen. One, we're likely to run back up to the top of the channel. And secondly, we're now likely to continue up as well too from there. And that's exactly what happened. All right, Riff? So a few things I want you to take away from this, Riff. One, trading is not about taking big risk on every single trade you take. It's not about that, because trading the markets is not about making money on one trade. Trading the markets is about making money on a basket of trades. I don't know, like, you don't know which individual trade you're going to get into is going to make money. That's the first thing I say. But the second thing I do say, Riff, is that are you actually getting into a trade where you actually have a trading plan, where you actually have, do you actually have like a, do you have the setup you're looking for? Like the chart setup, the type of entry day you're looking to get in on, the type of entry bar you're looking to get in on. Do you know what that setup looks like? Have you done some back testing on that setup to make sure it's working properly? All these things I'm telling you in this video here is going to help you move forward. This is the major key that's going to really help you move forward in a big way. It's nothing else but these simple things that I put in this video. Anyway, I hope this helped you out, guys. I hope this helped you out, Riff. And again, I'm frustrated because I really want to help you out, and I see people making these mistakes time and time again. And I'm not perfect. I actually make these mistakes time and time, or every now and then, but I slap myself into it and I get back into the market straight away. So anyway, guys, hope this helps you out. Speak to you soon.